Coming up on Current OC.
For this week's edition of the Current OC, we'll be giving you an inside look into OCHS's Man Choir.
Plus, we're giving you a review on the latest version of the Christmas classic, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
All this and more on this edition of the Current OC.
From the OC TV studios along 6th and Atlantic, Raider Nation's leading news magazine starts now in high definition. This is Current OC.
Hello and welcome back to the Current OC. I'm Jenna Wilkinson.
And I'm Taylor Fusco.
We're glad to have you back, Taylor. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the best, but I'm definitely glad to be back.
Maybe you should have watched Karen's segment last week.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, it's only 5 more days until we all head out for winter break, and boy do we need it. But until then, we're here to make your final school days a bit more entertaining. Speaking of entertaining, every day too at OCHS during community lunch, we hear the same announcement. Man choir is meeting in the choir room. What is this man choir and what do those men do? Of course they sing, but what else? Luke Leonetti is here to fill us in.
It takes a man to build a house. It takes a man to hunt. But it takes a real man to sing. That's right. According to the Ocean City High School Man Choir, real men sing.
So Man Choir is in its second year. It was started because most choirs need a few extra guys to balance out everything. And so until we wait for the middle school recruitment to sort of kick in a little better, I wanted to give a space for guys to sing with just guys. It's sort of a safer space and a little bit less stressful.
The Man Choir currently has 20 members and will gladly accept more for any men who want to sing, like a real man does.
We rehearse during lunch, typically days 1 and 2, and usually the second half of lunch, unless we need to add extra time as we're nearing a performance. We've performed in Six Flags for the New Jersey State Student Council Association. Thank you, Mr. Perdue, for inviting us. We've performed at concerts. We've performed for the Senior Citizens Center in Ocean City, and we sort of do recruitment trips. And this year we're looking at a couple other fun things that may or may not pan out, so we'll see what happens.
I joined Man Choir because a lot of my old friends, they graduated last year. They were in Man Choir and they really pushed me to I was in all these shows and stuff, but Man Choir was a way for me to sing and not be in the shows. It was just fun to hang out with my friends and sing.
It doesn't take anything being Man Choir. You can have no singing experience at all, or you could be one of the best singers in the world. It doesn't matter. You can come to Man Choir and sing with all the rest of us.
My favorite part of Man Choir is the Rowan Man Choir Festival that we go to every year. It's just it's just a bunch of guys in the auditorium, and we're just singing, can't get any better than that.
So the reason we want more guys is because typically high schools have a lot more female singers than male singers, in America at least. And so when we have select choir and other choirs that are supposed to be a balanced ensemble of men and women, we're usually underbalanced. We have less guys than we would like to balance the women. And so then fewer women are able to be in the ensemble. And so the recruitment helps that as well. Although if they just stay in Man Choir, that's totally fine too. But ideally they'll sort of get a little bit interested and sort of move on in addition to Man Choir.
The Man Choir is one of the most popular groups amongst the students in Ocean City High School. In fact, popular enough to even have its own Instagram fan page.
My name is Sylvia Rakowski, and I am one of the administrators of the Man.Choir fan account on Instagram. I think Man Choir is very important. I think it's a very essential program to have at Ocean City High School, and I think it provides a creative outlet for many gentlemen at Ocean City High School.
Real men sing.
Real men sing.
Real men sing!
Everybody in Ocean City High School looks forward to Man Choir's future and their next performance. This is a member of the Ocean City Man Choir reporting for the current OC.
And you can catch the group's next performance tonight inside the OCHS auditorium, where they'll be singing with the rest of the choirs as part of the annual winter concert.
Very nice. Well, from out of the OCHS music room, we head down the C hallway to our library, where our hardworking and now award-winning librarian, Miss Vicari, works hard to build an environment rich in learning and collaboration. The current OC takes an in-depth look into our school's media center.
The history of OCHS's Media Center is both interesting and rich. OCHS is extremely fortunate to have such an outstanding media center. Employed within our library is Miss Vicari, who was recently honored for her efforts.
I just received the New Jersey Association of School Librarians Outstanding School Library Media Specialist of New Jersey. So it's a statewide honor for any certified librarian working in a school, and it's one award that's given annually at the state level. I'm so excited and honored to represent our school and district with this award. The old Ocean City High School, the original one, was built in 1923 across the street, and the students shared the public library, which was also in the same block. However, the public library didn't have an adequate number of chairs or resources to serve a high school. So in the 1983-1984 school year, a new addition was added to the front of the old building. And with that addition came our first Ocean City High School Library Media Center. And I had the privilege of establishing that library. We were the first first school library in southern New Jersey to be completely computerized.
In an age of technology, we need to remember the rich resources our media center has to offer. Beyond its vast wealth of information comes a place to gather, study, explore, and share. Students can utilize our library before and after school, as well as during study halls and community lunch. So head on down to the OCHS Media Center whenever you need a place to study or collaborate.
One of the most important facts I would like our students to know is that everything here is for you. Libraries are to link you to each other. We like to link you to information that you need, help you find accurate information, use that information well, and document it. And the library should be your place to learn, your place to chill, and your place to connect.
This has been Nathan Gowdy reporting for the Current OC.
Earlier in this episode, Luke Leonetti gave us an inside look into our school's man choir, but now he's putting away his music sheets, grabbing that bucket of popcorn, and teaming up with Eddie D'Amico to give us this review on the latest version of the classic Christmas tale, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Today, we will do mean things, and we will do them in style.
Hello, my name is Luke Leonetti.
I'm Eddie D'Amico.
This week, the Current OC's entertainment anchors are going to be reviewing the third screen adaptation of Dr. Seuss's legendary book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
After the award-winning live-action show made in 2000 and the animated TV special made in 1966, this is an animated feature film produced by Illumination, who's best known for their Despicable Me trilogy.
I really love the score for this movie. Illumination always hires alternative hip-hop musicians to compose their scores, such as Pharrell Williams for the Despicable Me trilogy. This time, they've hired my personal favorite musician, Tyler the Creator, and composer Danny Elfman. Tyler's bright and bouncy production, combined with Danny's whimsical style of composing, just makes this movie stand out from the rest. The animation is pretty good. The Grinch's dog, Max, the other animals in this film, and the scenery really look gorgeous. Grinch isn't half bad, but he's a little too cute. Personally, I just don't think the Who characters are animated too well. They just look like every other human Illumination has ever made and just kind of generic looking. I wasn't too big on them. The character that gets a lot of development is Cindy Lou Who. This time she's around 7 or 8 years old. Her only wish this year is to meet Santa, so Santa can help Cindy's overworked single mom with everything she does. Even though Cindy's story was a little generic, I still found it pretty sweet.
The Grinch himself follows very interesting character development. He goes from being a mean and grouchy fellow to going through even more wicked ways. But it's when he meets Cindy Lou Who, a little girl whose dream is to just meet Santa Claus, that he realizes maybe his wicked ways are wrong.
This was not the best Christmas movie I've ever seen, but it was certainly far from the worst. If you have a little sibling, they would love this movie because of its cutesy, cartoony atmosphere.
However, the film does not even hold a candle to the original live-action show made in 2000. The film had some great points, as all movies do, but if you're looking for an interesting holiday family fun movie, I would continue to look elsewhere.
I give this movie 3 Christmas stars out of 5.
Meanwhile, Eddie gives this movie only a 2. Whether you agree with me or Eddie is completely up to you. This has been Luke, Lee, and Eddie reporting for Current OC.
You really are a he. Behold, the cookie.
Man, that Grinch review really has me excited for our holiday break.
Why? Can't wait to steal presents from the villagers of Whoville?
I was gonna say because I like the soundtrack.
Oh, Kayla, what can we expect for this week's weather?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you take a look at our radar today, you'll see that we have a bit of an intimidating radar, but if you look closely, we have nothing up towards us. This may be affecting us later, but not in the moment. On to our local conditions. In Ocean City, we are seeing temperatures that are warmer than usual at 50 degrees. It's not very fun for Christmas time, if you ask me, but our winds are 0, so it is pretty mild, which I guess I can appreciate because I have been seeing some colder temperatures. Onto our area temperatures. In New Jersey, we are pretty warm. As for lower down here, we see 53, 52, and as we get north, it is a little bit colder at 49. These are pretty warm. Onto our weekly forecast. As you can see, we have a bit of chances of showers on through the rest of the weekend, and higher temperatures in the 30s towards the night, but up towards the 50s in the daytime. And onto the rest of the week, we will be seeing temperatures that are nice, but they could be better for our last week before winter break.
Well, it's time to wrap up this edition of the Current OC.
Remember to log on and catch all of our shows and additional content by visiting oc-tv.org. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram at OCNJTV, so be sure to like our page and follow us there too.
We leave you now with footage from last week's OCHS Art Department's annual and giveaway show. Proceeds went to fund field trips that enhance artistic education. Enjoy seeing some of our artistic students from OCHS, and as always,
thanks for watching.